we are under immense pressure. Understand? These governments are treating us like we are nobody. You understand? They're treating us. They're using racism and dealing us bullies and all them things as Jamaicans. Jamaican government is selling us out as well, because them take 20 grand for each head for get deported. Yeah? While they make travel documents. They make travel documents and give to the British or whoever for them to send us here, and then them say, oh, criminals are coming back in the country. What?
What's the reason for sending it back to Jamaica?
Just a simple little thing.
What's it called a simple?
I look a couple bag of weed. Yeah?
Oh, you're exporting?
Yeah? No. Just a couple bag of weed selling.
Do you take any responsibility in the fact that you went into your country, did something illegal, and they're sending you back home?
Did something illegal? Them come in our country and the whole heap of things illegal. They rob and rape the world, and no one hold them responsible for that. We are children of slaves, so why they come treating us like this? Eh? They can go anywhere if they even have conviction, but we can't go anywhere. You understand?
No, but you're in their country.
We are in their country.
No, you were in their country.
Yeah.
You're in their country. They caught you with an illegal substance. Then they're sending you back to Jamaica. Do you take any responsibility for that?
The man of God to tell me, say, ganja illegal. That is just a natural plant. Yeah. If I'd have some crack cocaine or that now, I would say, well, yeah, you understand? But that's simple. I'm a Rasta man. What do you expect of me? I smoke it. I know it don't do anyone anything. That's why if someone come and say, I sell them something out of it.
How long were you in the United Kingdom?
Couple of years. Almost 5 years.
So how long have you been detained?
I've been detained past my time. They say if you get 12 months or over, you can get deported. I only got 9 months and I did 4.5 and immigration hold on me. I let me do an extra 4.5 on top of that and give me bail, have me out there signing on, and so till now, it's them just say, oh, time to deport you.
Did you appeal your deportation?
I appeal everything, and they turn down everything and push it aside.
On what ground?
Well, they're claiming what I'm saying is lie. I fabricate story and all them things, but I don't fabricate nothing. I tell them as it is. Thank you.
You had a lawyer working with you, sir?
Yes, I have a lawyer working with me and all that. I'm a lawyer. I'm still on the case.
How do you pick up the pieces from here? What's your plan in Jamaica?
Well, I'm still contacting my lawyer and we'll work on it. Because I'm going back there.
Yeah, family here.
What about your family?
You know, this never planned in the program, you know, because we have a tight program and line up, but we can't ignore this passing away here as just a little passing away, because this man here, Prince Buster, Cecil Campbell, is one of the backbone of Jamaican music as it relates to the ska era, as it relates to how ska project itself in Europe, long before reggae, long before dancehall music. This music did reach in Europe. Ironically, I don't know what people know, but you have some guys in England named skinheads. Skinheads. Some real white supremacist guys, them. And then the other time when Germany did divide in East Germany, West Germany, you have East Berlin, West Berlin. And over the east side was what they want to call the communist side. Over there are some serious thing. It's ironical that Prince Buster music as a Jamaican and Derek Morgan music as a Jamaican penetrate them racist youth there, white youth them. It's hardcore. Me talk about hardcore. Me talk about stiff up ear with paint, leather with chain all over them, nose pierce, Mount Pierce, everything else where you want to think about Pierce. Before the wall broke down, we go over, go do a show. I remember we go over the east side, cross the wall, go do the show. And when you go over there, I surprised to see the amount of people that were there at the reggae show. And it's not no ordinary looking white people. And some leather, boots, pierce ears, pierce nose and all them thing there. With them ear stick up in the ear with, I mean like, the only place me you just see them thing there in a movie. But it's surprising that Prince Buster, Derek Morgan, the Scatterlights, the music there, penetrate Europe, coming from this little island named Jamaica. And Prince Buster, anytime Prince Buster them go to show in a Europe, you hardly see no black people in this place. Believe you me. Now, one of my most known poems where we do was a poem named The People's Court. People call it Judge 1,000 Years. Now, the rhythm, the beat, the melody that we use upon a poem there is a poem that was is a song. Well, not a song, because Prince Buster was not a big singer. It was really like more like a sing-jay. It was really like a sing-jay, really. It wasn't a big singer. You couldn't call Prince Buster a great singer. But him know how to articulate certain things. And as I say, one of the biggest selling record in Jamaica was People's Court. And when we did it, and it started to get popular, I remember we have Prince Buster in the studio. We did have Prince Buster in the studio talk about him things, and I tell you, say, I don't know which part of the cassette there in life. But people, according to the news over here, because we book him in England, in Acme Empire, the place name in England, yeah, Acme Empire, and I see him backstage and him say, boy, Muta, you know, say, people that talk about the song where you do have from a tune, you know, but here I know. You see, true, are you do it, you know. We not take no, what them call it now, right? People that say, why, we not going to sue you for use the rhythm or nothing, you know, see it, and him go for, him talk with record company, me say, well, I made it do it still, and him say, Brethren, you do it. You see, from you do it, you're all right. Prince Buster said that to me. Acme Empire, never forget it. And then, years after, me hear say, him have a stroke and live in Florida. Prince Buster, this is the song that we draw the inspiration from when we make People's Court. What me say? Me say, this is the song where most people know Mutabaruka for, People's Court. This is the song where we draw the inspiration from to make People's Court. We listen to that tune there. Prince Buster try the rude boy, them, you know, they get himself in some problem if you do it too. Yes? Bad man, them get vexed. Well, we go back to the studio with the same rhythm, update it, and we make this tune here. Yes, this is the stepping razor. I tell you, if the most of things we are going behind the scene, that's so unbelievable, man. JPS work crews are carrying out emergency work to repair a broken pole on our system in Westmoreland. Today, September 8, 2016. This has resulted in a disruption in electricity supply to some sections of Westmoreland from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That means we're supposed to get back on the things already. The affected areas are Witton, Galloway, Lindus Hill, Macfield, Cornwall Mountain, Harton Grove, Burnt Ground, Darliston, Betheltown, Lennox, Big Woods, Holly Hill, Shafton, and surrounding areas. JPS apologized for the inconvenience caused by this outage and will make every effort to restore power to the affected areas in the shortest possible time. So that is a announcement coming from JPS. Them say between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. today. Now it's 24 minutes to 3. We're supposed to get back on the electricity already. People of that area where we are talking about, If you don't get back on the legislature, I want you to call we and tell we. Call IRFM and tell me if you get back on the legislature. Them say from 10 a.m. to 3. Okay. All right. Make we play this through there. In the passing of Prince Buster a while ago, and all the way from Florida, his sister was listening. Yeah. We have Doreen Campbell on the line. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, dear.
How you do?
I'm fine.
I shouldn't even ask you how you do, because, you know, that is something deep, I don't know. Yes.
Yeah.
So, they say this morning in passed away?
Yes, dear.
What really, what did happen? What kind of sickness he was healing from?
Well, he had a stroke before.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Okay, but he was having some breathing problem, and then, I don't know if I can really do too much talking. Right?
Yeah, we see that. But, all right, well, we don't want to keep it long, because we know it's stressful and things, so maybe when you relax and cool down, you can call you back and things, okay? But I just wanted to hear your voice, make Jamaica hear your voice and know, say, you was there when him passed.
Yes, right there.
All right. I'm not going to stretch you no longer, yeah?
All right, well, God's touch base with you soon, okay? God's willing.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
All right, thank you, bye-bye.
Yeah, that is so sweet that they're hearing this thing, and she in the hospital, somebody hear the program a go on and just call her and say, call IRFM, Muta talk about your relative, Prince Buster on the radio. Oh gosh, man, may I tell you, that is so touching. It's touching to me too. It's touching to me if you know, say, she in the hospital, somebody call her and say, Muta talk about your relative, Prince Buster, and she take it upon herself and call me. Yes. Well, the hospital name, I'm sorry, the hospital name. Memorial Hospital, Florida. That's all it name, Memorial Hospital. Eh? Okay. What is this up here?
No, this is my people.
Okay. She's a sister.
Yeah.
Doreen is Prince Buster's sister.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It's really. Yes, I am really overwhelmed. I'm really overwhelmed. I tell you the truth, I'm overwhelmed. If you know, say, the program a tick so. You understand? If you know, say, the program really a tick that way there, that Florida immediately from the hospital. Should never want to talk. And we don't have a force her to talk neither. Anyway, we're too up for the news and all. But as I said, this part of the program was not planned this way. We had a lawyer for interview. I will tell him, say, why, next time for you, I'm a brethren. But trust me, this Trump, everything else, this Prince Buster thing, I mean, like, the way there. I mean, we're going to come out and fight still, but this first 45 minutes here, we couldn't let it go so. And for really top it all, since the sister called me all the way from the hospital in Florida there. It's like, wow, the way there. Okay, so we're ready for hear the news and all.
IRFM, I lick that.
You hear?
Good afternoon. I'm Prince Mo with the local and international headlines. Head of the St. Mary Police, Deputy Superintendent Dwight Powell, is asking for the cooperation of residents as they probe the killing of 3 people in Anato Bay, St. Mary this morning. A 9-month-old baby girl is among the dead. They have been identified as 62-year-old Albert Price, otherwise called Ali of Fort George Road, 25-year-old Russell Williams, and 9-month-old Alir Sewell. Reports are that residents heard gunshots shortly after 3 o'clock this morning and later called the police. Upon their arrival, the bodies of the man, woman, and baby were found inside the house. The St. Anne police seized approximately 300 pounds of ganja in Alexandra, St. Anne yesterday. Reports from the Alexandria police are that vehicle checkpoint operations were conducted along the Alexandria Main Road between 12 and 1 a.m. when a Toyota Corolla motor car was stopped, searched, and the drug found. The drug seized has an estimated street value of approximately 1.4 million Jamaican dollars. 33-year-old mechanic Carol Williams and 21-year-old Shanika Johnson, a bartender, both of Harmony Hall, St. Elizabeth, were arrested and charged in connection with the seizure. They will appear in the St. Anne Parish Court early next week. The National Security Ministry has signed a Memorandum of Understanding to take part in the Fight for Peace in Jamaica initiative. The signing signifies the agreement by the government to implement the Fight for Peace program and will bring together a network of community-based organizations and multi-sector stakeholders to collaborate on youth violence reduction programming in key hotspot communities. The Fight for Peace initiative has partnered with 11 organizations, which include the Jamaica Defense Force, the Jamaica Boxing Board of Control, Rise Life Management, Youth, and the Peace Management Initiative. The program will run in Jamaica from 2016 to 2018 and will incorporate boxing and martial arts, education, employability, support services, and youth leadership. In news overseas, Barack Obama has chided Donald Trump as wacky and uninformed after the Republican candidate said Russia's President Putin was a better leader. Mr. Obama said every time Mr. Trump spoke, it became clearer that the Republican contender was not qualified to be president. In a televised forum on Wednesday, Mr. Trump had praised Mr. Putin's great control and 82% approval rating. Mr. Trump had told the forum in New York that the Russian president had been a leader far more than the U.S. president has been. Finally, more than 11,000 teachers in Turkey have been suspended for alleged links to the outlawed Kurdistan Workers' Party PKK a week before children go back to school. Turkey's education ministry said 11,285 teachers had been suspended and were on paid leave pending an investigation. The Prime Minister had said he thought as many as 14,000 teachers were associated with terror activities. Turkey and Western countries regard the PKK as terrorists. Tens of thousands of school workers and private teachers were purged separately after a failed coup in July. Tens of thousands of people have died in a decades-long insurgency by the PKK, who want more self-rule for Kurdish people. Those were the local and international headlines. You can go online to irfm.net to view the stories. Like us on facebook.com/IRFM News and follow us on Twitter at IRFM_news. Major news is next at 5:45. From the IRFM Newsroom, I'm Prince Moore.
In membership, Evans reckons his putter is very much on song. That's the reason for 7 birdies, including 5 coming off the first 6 holes. It's a congested leaderboard. Former champion and Ryder Cup player Peter Hansen and Bernd Wiesberger amongst those tied second, while Joost Luiten's back on 2 under par. The pre-event favourite Thomas Pieters was forced to withdraw, laid low by the effects of a bee sting.
Nick Dye with that report. From the IRFM Sports Desk, I'm Robert Williams.
Yes. I want you hear that one, you know, I'm a sports person. I mean, you're in there reason, right? We so long as I talk. Me, young, a young, I call him, you know. I'm a young. I'm a good brethren and Neil, all right. Me ask Neil, say, me look on Neil, no, me look on them, the two of them and say, you hear about the little youth where them stopping from going to school because, no, them stopping from going to school because them things say mobilize in them head. Hear Neil to me now. Him a Rasta. we are not. Hear young to Neil now. Then a Rasta alone have lies. Me say, no, that's good.
So we are meeting with no Rasta have lies?
No. The thing is now that you can't hear the tools, the psychological impact where the system have on them two youth, you know. Him all automatically asks, if it's a Rasta youth, and him turn round to him and I say, so a Rasta alone have lies? What a terrible thing we have to go through. No, Rasta.
That's how we have been socialized.
Yeah, it's socialization, but it's a terrible socialization. But no, I don't know nothing wrong. But when I look and say, no, it's a true me is a Rasta where me kind of gone above certain little thinking. It's like me never take them on. But me I say, it just show me how even within the thinking still there. Even though you have a Rasta about you every day, every week, and thing, and you see say that no eliminate the thinking. Say the youth, I want the youth a Rasta because they matter what him have lies, and then I want to say a Rasta alone have lies. A deep, I go to say think for the radio. Hold the button there because I go to say something a while ago and you need to press the button. But that's a deep shaving cream, man. I tell you. Deep thing, man. No, they make me think about these things, you know, because I say, modern day, you still have youth who sit on that thing, say, anytime you say lies, a Rasta. Oh, gosh, man. Terrible thing, man. Terrible thing. Anyway, believe you me, we are going to stand by for the special part draw up next. But we have two statements to read, you know. We're not going to read them yet. One from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade statement. And one is a pure statement from the Minister of National Security, Honorable Robert Montague. And this is all relating to the deported Jamaicans from the United Kingdom. And we have a small documentary here where a sister from England just come give me. Small documentary, just come give me. Pertaining to the same reasoning. So after the cash pot, we really want to draw your attention to this serious thing. It's serious. All right, it's not the first them do this, but we know why this one come to the attention of the people more and who will liquid more than before. So we're not stupid. We're not going to say what a terrible thing this is the first time I do this. We know say the government of Jamaica and these colonial masters have a pact, them sign something we allow this disrespect to Jamaica to take place. Them don't want to say that disrespect, but you see the Jamaican government, whether it's JLP or PNP, them don't have no balls. Them don't recognize that them say them independent. What the hell Jamaica still doing in the Commonwealth? What is the purpose of Jamaica in the Commonwealth? We're going to come forward.
Games people love to play and more.
Yeah, that was your 3 p.m. special pot draw. Congratulations to all of today's winners. Tune in later at 5 p.m. for another chance to win in top draw dollars. Pick 2, pick 3, pick 4 and cash pot draws. Okay, so we want to talk about this thing, you know, and make we read the statement from the ministry. All right, the minister of it's basically almost the same thing still, but make we read it. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade is aware of the deportation of 42 Jamaicans from the United Kingdom by way of charter flight. The ministry is also aware of protest actions taken yesterday by a small group of persons outside the Jamaican High Commission in London in respect of the matter. We have been advised by the Ministry of National Security, which has lead responsibility for such matters, that such flights have previously been used over the past several years under a June 2007 Memorandum of Understanding between the governments of Jamaica and the United Kingdom, which addresses such matters. The ministry will remain in contact with both the Jamaican High Commission in London as well as the Ministry of National Security to address any issues which might arise from our attention. In the interim, we wish to also assure the Jamaicans at home and abroad that while the appointment of a new Jamaican High Commissioner is being finalized, the staff of the High Commission, including an acting High Commissioner, are seized with the circumstances and remain available to advise members of the diaspora in the United Kingdom who are specific concerned with respect of relatives of any appropriate action which may be open to them. Contact Anne Margaret Lim 564-4241. We have been trying to get somebody to talk to us, and all them keeps telling us it's paper. We cannot talk to paper, and if we talk to the paper, we might not like what we say. I don't know why them don't want to talk to it, because we really need, we understand that is not the first England send people Jamaicans, that's all. But this one, we must understand why it takes such a big relevance right now. Okay, so the Ministry of National Security, the Minister of National Security, the Honorable Robert Montague, April the 8th. In April 2007, the then Jamaican area now, see now, that we can't take, the then Jamaican government, like him wouldn't sign it. You see, I them think they hurt me now, that's why I say I want to talk to somebody, because you see that then argument there, the then Jamaican government, it's like him absolve this now Jamaican government from the signing of the then of what took place anyway. The then Jamaican government signed a memorandum of understanding with the government of the United Kingdom, under which we are obliged to accept persons being deported from that country. In the present circumstances of the 42 Jamaicans who were deported from the United Kingdom on Wednesday, September 7th, all the individuals were duly processed at the JCF Mobile Reserve, and a case manager has been assigned to assist in the reintegration process, which includes making contact with the potential local support as well as overseas family members. It should be pointed out that this is not unusual, nor the first time where Jamaican citizens have been deported by the United Kingdom in such large numbers. I'm supposed to feel good about that, so it's not the first it happened. In 2014, 40 persons were returned to Jamaica on a charter flight, and since then, persons have been returned to the island on a regular basis. The Ministry of National Security acknowledges the sensitive nature of the circumstances and has always respected the individual's right to be reunited with family and friends away from the glare of publicity. Our practice has always been to afford families to have the space and time to recover from the trauma of this sudden displacement. We call therefore on all Jamaicans to respect this private time, because not all the returned Jamaicans wish to have their court circumstances revealed, which we don't know that already. The return of Jamaicans living overseas in this instance raises interesting questions on human rights and natural justice. The Ministry of National Security will give due consideration to the various expressions, both by the returned citizens and observers, with respect to this latest deportation, and will, where applicable, incorporate views and perspectives in the improvement of its own protocols governing deported persons from Jamaica. The ministry is also watching and waiting on the outcome of the legal challenges in the United Kingdom and will lend support where necessary. In 2015, 310 persons were deported from Jamaica, and since then, 95 persons have been deported who's from Jamaica. We concede and admit that the behavior of some of our countrymen, all right now, start to blame me now, has not always been in keeping with Jamaica's values, and we urge all Jamaicans at home and abroad to obey the laws of the land. Equally and importantly, in our finest traditions, we urge all Jamaicans to keep in touch with family, friends, and communities. The ministry offers its heartfelt appreciation to the staff of the Jamaican High Commission in London for the high levels of professionalism and care in dealing with this matter. We also wish to thank the families and friends of the returned Jamaicans as well as non-governmental organizations, NGOs, which have rallied in support of these persons as they seek to reintegrate into the Jamaican society. Regardless of color, creed, circumstances, or station in life, we wish to assure all Jamaicans that Jamaica will be that abiding city for its sons and daughters, wherever they may be or whatever they would have done, because Jamaica is still the land we love. That message is coming from the Minister of National Security, the Honorable Robert Montague, speaking about the deported Jamaicans from the United Kingdom. Now, I don't know, because I'm saying he will take into consideration the different views. Me, it just questions me want to ask. Because in light of what took place with the then government, according to Mr. Montague, taking it off of him, taking it off a theme party by saying the then government, which means the PNP government, signed contract or memorandum of understanding, we are saying within the level now, taking into consideration the uproar that took place, it was last year, about Cameron's statement about a new prison facility, and take into consideration that the then minister Bunting did say them have certain portion of money to build a new prison, and take into consideration that the money that was offered to the Jamaican government came up to the amount of money that Mr. Bunting said would be needed to build this new prison, this new facility. Taking into consideration also that a statement was made in the United Kingdom that the prisoner population was getting to a point where the British government can no longer sustain so much prisoners. So they need now to empty the prisons of foreign nationals. We know and we understand that $300 million was offered to help build new facility. And the alabaloo and the uproar caused that to be like almost on the back now. Not like say no, they're still because we don't know where these little conniving politicians sit down with some white people in England who not have our interests at heart, but because them is some little bossy slave in a jacket and tie every day, them sit down and connive with our former colonial masters about that $300 million pound. It's not off the table. And we don't want to come trick Jamaican people because it's not the PNP in power now. So we say, boy, the PNP did sign the paper. Oh no, agree with it. There's no, it's really unfair. I may read it where them say, we are obligated to accept persons being deported from that country. Him say the government, because it's the government, them can't do nothing about it because the then government did sign it. So we are now obligated to really go with it. You know, say, that's why I'm telling you, say, really and truly, you say politician, them conniving, them scheming, them tell you where you want, them want your ear. But round the corner, them make some other arrangement with the people. Them make them get money off of this thing, you know. The government of Jamaica get money off of this thing here. We don't know how much money. I hear a whole heap of money and numbers that float around the place per head. I buy back the slave them, you know. The government of England is repatriating the slaves to them country after them grow up a whole heap of them in a certain thinking. And America is no different. Because you have some youth who don't even know Jamaica. Never come to Jamaica yet. And them are driving on the road and broke a stoplight. And both them come back here so. Where them want the people them to do? Where them want all of these people who don't know Jamaica? Some of them may find them family, obviously. You must have family down here. They must have communicate to them family down here. One heap of them might not find any family. Or is the government of Jamaica going to take care of these people, put them in a house, give them a job, so that them don't come on the street and do wicked things? Because right now, whole heap of the crime in Jamaica, a deportee, is a deportee crime. Some viciousness when I see a go on in Jamaica, you know. We sit down here, so don't know nothing about them something there. I mean, we know about it still, but we see it on TV. You have some man of foreign will do them things there. What we are saying is that the government of Jamaica must recognize the reason why this deportation here is of so much significance, not only to Jamaicans in this part of the world, but in England. Given that them blatantly don't push it in front of our face. How much Jamaican people didn't know say they have a plane where they left? And Neil, you know anything about that plane there? Before, in 2007? Brian, they behind me. Brian, you don't know, young, you don't know nothing about that. You didn't know about that? No. Yeah, whole heap of people don't know nothing about that. But we know about this one, you know, and we are saying, by the way, why is it that Jamaica is still a part of the Commonwealth? Can somebody please explain to me what is the purpose of Jamaica in the Commonwealth? What is the benefits politically, socially, economically, spiritually? What is the benefits of being in the Commonwealth? Because first of all, a Commonwealth nation is supposed to be tied with the British Empire. If you're a British subject under the Commonwealth, you're not supposed to need visa to go to your motherland. According to what they must say. England is your motherland. But we need visa to go there. Because them say we're terrible. And we're not saying I have terrible people who left Jamaica and go there. And you have people who left your good and reach over there and get terrible too. And you have Jamaicans who have children in England who them work hard, but them they broke a stoplight. Some of them catch a fight with somebody and then got jail. You have grandparents in England who have them grandchildren there. Only things say done. Only things say done. And the brother did that thing that only things say done. It just a come. And this government, yes sir, the Jamaican government is working against the people. And them can't say it's the then government. It can't say that. What must we do? What must we do? We have to stand up like free human beings, man. This is not the time. This is not in the 16th century or 17th century, man. This is the 21st century, where borders are maintained through what they call sovereignty. And we must relate as a sovereign people, because them ram it down in a way so we're independent. But because of money, them do things that is against the people. Just like how we say the PNP in a problem now because them say some of them get money and some terrible people them, you know. Jamaican people, who no politician them are some terrible people. We hear say some people get money out of the for do certain things. And somebody get, when them get the money, them ease off our fight and then do the other thing where them supposed to do with it. And now somebody get caught with them finger in the cookie jar. Now you hear me I say now. You think watch out and the two party them and sell out the people them, you know. Because you have some politician, you know, who is when them give out work to certain contractors, them take a portion of the money, you know. You know, young. Yeah, man, them have share off some of the money. And I want to tell you about a politician. I want to call the name of a politician who skim off.
The Zika virus can be passed from a pregnant woman to her unborn child during pregnancy or at delivery. This increases the risk of birth defects associated with Zika, such as microcephaly. Pregnant women need to be extra cautious and avoid being bitten by mosquitoes by using repellent with teeth, mesh covering on doors and windows, wearing light long-sleeve clothing, and destroying mosquito breeding sites in your homes, schools, churches, and workplaces. Remember, individual action is key. Let's fight ZikV.
September and Auto Diagnostic Services. Call us at 398-7894. Venom Performance Parts. Potent Auto Solutions.
Yeah, this is Stepping Razor. We just go through this thing where the ministry them set out. We're calling and not getting no answer, and them keep sending paper to it. Like we can't talk to the paper. We can't talk about the paper. The problem with talking about the paper now, you know, is that people out there say, yeah, the brother rant and read about things we don't understand and things we don't know. Because I know that to not say out the two, you know. Yes, you know, he's saying these things, but he don't really understand. You know, they don't understand the protocols and everything. We don't understand the protocol because understanding the protocol make you lie. When you start understand something where look real, because they make you believe when them want you believe, them put things in front of you where you them want you see. And they make you hear things where them want you hear and believe in where them want you believe in. We're doing that. We're doing no explanation about this is how it goes. Because we have seen what only explain continuously and it don't work for the majority of people, especially when you don't connive with the old colonial masters them to come deprive Jamaican people of them rights as human beings in the earth. Every time we don't do it. And when you hear the minister talk about the then Jamaican government, you know how conniving it is and scheming it is. Not about the then Jamaican government and him get credence with. Me stand up and hear politicians in America and say, when them become president, them going to repeal this and do this and do that. In other words, if a law is there, or whatsoever them call it, like Obamacare, the first thing, like Trump said, when him go at the first day, him going to do this. That means him going to box with that and chew with that and create something where him feel more important. We hear that when Obama did not run for election too. When him run against the other one, him say, yeah, him not going to deal with it away. This is how him going to deal with it. Because them people there, because them is big superpower, and we feel so we have some little fry sprat, them keep them sovereignty and them decide for the people them, well, the leaders them, wrong or right, decide for the people them what them believe is in the best interest of the people them. This little memorandum is not in the best interest of the people, and it does not allow us to be what we call a sovereign state. That you have people who are Jamaican born in England, do something, and you send them back to Jamaica, and it's not we create them, it's not we, all them do is have blood, Jamaican blood in them, but the environment and the condition will allow them to become criminal. You can't put it on the Jamaican. Then why is it now that we must take the responsibility to do these things. Then them are going to say, but we tell you, so we're going to build prison for them. And that them are going to want to tell you too, you know. Then when they tell you, so we want to build prison, we never want to build a prison. Sovereignty, you see sovereignty, you see slavery, you see colonialism is alive and well. So as me I say now, the same politician them we are talking about, because the whole of them conniving set of people them, scheme of money. You have politicians where them have a job here, so you know, and them say them going to call young, or them going to call Brian and say, boy, I'm going to give this job, man. Like road. Like how you see the road them have hole there now. Me see a hole up the top of the road there, so you know. At 2 times for the year them put wait name the in another hole there, you know. And me see the hole dig up again, you know. 2 times for the year when you come down the road there, so after you pass the left turn to go back on the other road over that side there. There's a hole that come right down.
Right, that's Spring Garden.
Yeah, me say look where we stand as there, so. At 2 times for the year them cark up the hole there, you know. 2 times for the year, I mean, just see the hole a while ago and the hole dig out. And them get out contract, you know. And me I tell you, say, you have politicians who do these things continuously, and them just ease off someone. That's why them can't go back to the contractor and them tell them, say, we don't never do the thing properly, you know. And they must sign them, what them call it now, the big name, what them call it, a memorandum of understanding. Memorandum of understanding, MOU. So sometimes I listen to MOU, I say, what that? That's a short in for mouse or what? I don't understand. No, I mean I say, all right, it's an understanding. The 2 people them come together to say, this is what. These people not sign contract with the people them who have fixed the road to say, all right, you see, if the road, like how courts do it, or if you go buy an electronic thing and you get a thing and say, 1 year warrant guarantee. You don't have no 1 year guarantee by fixing road. That if rain come and the road dig out, you can't go back to them and say, you have to fix the road and we're not getting no more money, you know. We're not getting no more money. All right. These politicians take money. You have a politician with name 10%. Brian, the politician name 10%. Who no me don't know who me I talk about, you know. Me know, say, you have people out there who know what me I talk about and know who me I talk about. You see, every contract with that the man they give out, he must get 10%. You laugh, young, you laugh, no right, you don't ya. If you never see young, you never laugh. So 10% him name. Some people are ball out loud, you know. How muta know about that brother there? How muta know? Yeah, how muta know him name 10%. Eh? Take it off of the computer. Take it off of the computer. Young. Take it off of the computer. Take it off of the computer. That's why you laugh so. Yeah. Oh God. Really? Why? Muta about to push out of the bag. So you know who me attack? A 10% the man name, man. 10%. Everybody in the know who me attack about. Every time him give out something for do, him collect 10%. And when him set up on the TV, him is the most profound and the most, I mean like Christian. No, me want to get corrupted. Only can't teach me how to corrupt. Me want to get corrupted, Rasta. I'm only part time I say it on this program. I want to learn how to be corrupted. Because even 5% of the 10% would I want. Believe you me. But it's the 10% now. 10% are decent fellow, you know. But here now, they make you see what them want you to see. And me know say 10% is a well-respected person in a Jamaica. Yet still him colleagues them. Both from the other party and the other party. And the present party. All of them know say that go on. And they make barefoot, maybe licensed, Rasta, come know about this man when name 10%. You know, see it. And young, just write him name on the computer. No! It's a lucky thing, Brian never see the name. It's a lucky thing. I'm glad to Brian over there so I look at alkaline body. No, it's a lucky thing, Brian never see him name in the Rasta. Because I know say, you have to kind of keep a secret, keep it in your mind. Don't laugh, don't talk, tell the China man, don't skylark. No, believe you me. No, 10% not easy, do it no. 10% not easy, but I tell you no. You push a dog around for so long, one day that dog will turn and bite you. And you see how them treat black people continuously and expect say it's going to just go on so the same way all the while. One of them day, may I tell you, when you think things are right, oh gosh man, because it now go on so. And it's like, I mean, I'll say, before these people, these politicians, it's some nice people, them, you can relate to them, nice and, community-wide and everything. But you see, from them start to turn and name politician, it's a different mindset. It's not that them don't have no qualities that is good inside of them, because you can't, there's no evil person. You have evil action. And good people do bad things. And it's not that we are saying you do have good politician. But the seat where them set themselves in cause them and allow them to do bad things and get away with it. You understand? It's like when me I listen to the American thing with Trump and Hillary. Them have a baggage, two of them have baggage behind them, but you see, them know how to cover up certain things and say certain things. You see, them are close to you remember I say Hillary and Obama was enemy, You remember? When them did around, Hillary Obama was enemy. The most of things where Hillary Obama is against one another, especially when Hillary is against Obama, And you see right now, Hillary say she won't continue what Obama is doing if she gets elected. Trump, every day him come with something. Him just attacked. If Trump should have shut him out, he would have win, But every day him open him mouth, him put him mouth right in at the big mess. But what? Trump used to give Hillary money, support her in a certain things, So you say after all of this done, whosoever win, the thing is back to normal again. You understand? We see that Jamaica now, you see the politicians them rile up the people against one another. Rile them up. And you see little more, them they are parted together. Them are run joke with one another. All sort of things them are going with one another, And sit down. You think the PNP and the GLP sit down. I not talk about inside the parliament, I talk about outside. You think them people they not sit down with one another and talk about things where them don't want the people them hear because it is not in the interest of the people. It's like how first time if a slave get caught for reading the Bible, them would have do him something, kill him, because I'm not supposed to learn to read. It's a dangerous black man who read. Well, them people that sit down and connive against me, Yeah, man, them connive against me and say, look at what we do here stays in here, like what we did in Vegas stayed in Vegas. What we do in this party stays in this party, I want to tell you that. I mean, I know that you are from the next party, but that is not important, What is important is that how we get across this message to the people so that the people won't feel insecure about what we said or what we are going to do. I saw them do it, So I went 10% of collecting things, And they hear around the corner and say, it is legal to take payola. And then you say, all right, who's making these laws? The law is for the lawless. But the people them who make the law, it's them break the law because them know that the law going to be broken, you know. And when the law get broken, them collect money off of the law that was broken to put you in a more law. And for those of us who read the Bible, can still say in the Old Testament the law don't save you. Because when you realize that you broke the law, you know so you're going to get stoned to death. And if the law never did, you wouldn't get stoned to death. So Marcus Garvey said that politicians and them wife should be responsible. And if the politician go wrong and them can't give account for certain things in them house, the wife must be able to give account for the thing in them house. And if the wife can't give account for the thing in the house, them should be stoned to death. Marcus Garvey said that, you know. You couldn't like them can't like a man like that. What you say, if a politician go wrong, not only he must get hung. Well, when really said stone to death still, but the wife also, because if you see a furniture coming out the house, and you say, honey, you can't get a brand new sofa for me. I don't like the ones them that court sell, you know. I was online one day, you see, and I see one out of a company in China. And she said, oh, honey, show me, no? And I'm just go, boom, boom. All right, see the card here. Just put it on the ministry's invoice. You think them easy? You think I don't let them do? Put it on the invoice. Little more you hear and say, no, them are investigate millions of dollars. We're supposed to go here so that never go there so. Now we hear say PNP, people take money and them are trying to figure out which part of the money there and everybody else say, who say. Me they say, me never say. Me I go give you paper for sure say me never involved in it. Yet still now you hear say investigation, people is summoned to give them argument and them story. Meanwhile 10% still a collect. 10% still a collect. This is the stepping razor.
Do you or someone you know have a drug, drinking or gambling problem? Rise Life Management Services offers...
Just examining the home affairs of our affairs in Jamaica. You know them here there? You know, about 3 years ago, we did have a sister upon this program where some tourism courtesy corps officers allegedly beat. She showed the picture of them, she come in and she talked to it. It was on video. Her name is Chilean Top. She was allegedly beaten by 2 tourism courtesy corps officers in Ocho. As we said, them captured it on camera. She showed the picture of them and think, well, it they are court and when I hear nothing really go on about it, and she called one time and tell me say it they are court and rare. And it's still a go on. We want to talk to her. Mr. Apoido. Hello?
Hello, Muta?
Yes, Mr. Apoido.
But I'm not doing too well, you know, but give thanks to life.
Give thanks to life. All right.
Yeah.
All right. You know, say, the last time I talked to you, I said the thing there at the court and it don't look like it get nowhere.
Yes, Muta.
Wait there now. When you go back to court again, you go back to court, right?
You go back to court today, no, Muta.
Today?
Yeah, man, today, man. I go back to court today.
So it's supposed to done now?
It's not done yet, Muta, because the man still out there can be found. Warrant issue for the man. Well, the judge put it on the trial list for the 7th December.
You serious?
Yeah, man.
What do you mean the man cannot be found? Him left the work?
I don't know, Muta. I have no idea. What's going on.
No, wait. I understand what you say. A man who used to work for the government.
Right.
A courtesy corps officer.
Yeah.
Need him to come to the court.
Yes, sir.
And the way the court said to you today, that them can't find him?
I heard his lawyer said he can't be found. And the judge tell his lawyer that a warrant was issued for him from when? Because on 3-court appearance he wasn't in court.
3-court appearance in the court?
Yes, 3-court appearance in a court.
Yes, serious. So them don't know where him live, him gone away?
I don't know in a motor. I don't know.
So, all right, 3 times you go court, 3 times him not there.
Yes.
So when when you go back to court, what is the purpose of going back to court now? That they were hope to them go and find him by the 7th of December?
All right. Medical documents was things like was hold, but now today when I go to court, me hear the judge say his trial date is for the 7th of December. Ma'am come back to court on the 7th of December.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, and then now the judge tell the female lawyers they must make sure him present
in court on the 7th of December.
And from that time until now, nobody don't know if you find him, even though someone say out the film.
No, they don't know if you find him out. That's a go on. That may I say. Because I'm a court couple times and them say warrant issue for him. I know the man can warrant was issued for the female one and same way, and he was brought in court.
She come at the court. She come at the court.
Yeah, she come to court. Also, she was in court today also.
Okay, but him not there.
But him not there at no point.
Okay. Well, that is serious.
So, I don't know what go on, Musa.
So that's number one. Now September, October, November, December. You have nearly 3 months more for wait again. And it's a go on for 3 years, you know.
3 years it's a go on from the 19th of March to.
Yeah, man, remember, man, when it happened, man. Remember when it happened. Believe you me. All right, well, I don't know. We can't do nothing more than wait again.
Yes,
you know, the justice in Jamaica grinds slowly, you know.
Yes, I know that, Mota.
Yeah. So wait there, you sue somebody? Who you sue?
Well, can't talk that, I would have the company in a motor.
The Tourism Courtesy Corps company, you them you sue? Yes. All right. Since they are the court, you know, and you still have wait for certain things, we're going to wait again.
Yes, Mota.
And December now, you call me again, or we call you and ask you again what is the outcome. All right?
Yes, Mota. Because I always want to call you, no, Mota. I have to call you. Now let you out.
All right. We not come and fight neither. We not come and fight. We'll continue because it was a blatant, I mean, serious thing for all you down on the ground, son. Your face, I mean, you start.
Muta, the eye give me a great problem, you know.
Your eye give a great problem?
The eye give me a great problem, Muta. And then now, because them wanna ask me to put the handcuff for me, Muta, the hand. If me try to watch on all these things, Muta, pain. Even when me a braid a hair, Muta, a be a pain in the hand, be a pain, Muta, pain a kill me. It's like all the rain set now, oh God, Muta.
The pain come up more.
Come up more for me, man. The eye just, the big bloodshot just come up in the eye for me, Muta.
All right. Well, you know, you have a doctor look about it, you have medication, how it work out?
Yes, Muta. Me have my eye specialist in a fall, Muta. I think I have a 2 weeks appointment with him.
All right. You have any children?
I have 6 children, Muta.
And you have a man?
Me not have no man live with me.
No, me not ask if you have a man live with me. Ask if you have a man.
No man, Muta.
You don't have no man. Well, you want to know because, sure, you see a lady like you.
You get beaten so wicked from them, Muta. Me I tell you, say.
So where say you don't like man?
I not say me not like man, Muta, but me just want to take it easy. Me don't want straight Muta going up.
Yeah, me understand. But 6 children, they are court and all them something there. It kind of rough for you still. You don't think so? It's rough.
It's rough, Muta, but you know I give thanks to life. They all gone out to school, Muta.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah, man.
You get enough ear for weave up and thing?
No, man. I slow time now, you know. Slow time,
yeah. Everything slow until December again.
Yeah. But me have a little friend, Muta, we have a shop in the market, Muta. Well, me go tell us that me give thanks to life to that girl, you see it? Him always help me out, you see it?
Alright. Help always there for the one who need it.
Yeah, man, he always help me out.
Alright, so we are say, keep abreast of where I go on. And I see me on the road if you shout me, shout to me,
Muta, me I go tell you the truth, Muta.
Yeah.
I know say, come like me spotted today over General Food here.
Go over there every Thursday, me go over there.
Alright, Muta.
Anytime you see me run, come up to me.
Alright.
Me hug you up.
Yes.
You understand? Alright, give thanks, yeah?
Muta.
Yes.
You know what you do for me?
What?
You big up Alisa from the Ocho.
Then you know, they're on the radio, man. Big her up, man. You don't have to tell me if you do it.
Alisa, you big up yourself and Big Papa, Lauren, everybody. Like, who always out there for me. God bless you and keep you know. You see it?
All right, Mrs.
Yes, Muta. Blessed love. You hear, Muta?
Yes, Mama.
Give thanks to life. You hear?
Yeah. All right. That was Chilean Top. You know, say, it kind of distressing that 3 years after, the sister still go to court to get some form of justice. Some form of justice. And 3 years after, she still have to keep going to court. And she said she feel pain too. And I look at her, I see her. You know, she come down here already to more than one time. I make me know where I'm going with her. And you have many more cases like this in Jamaica. Many more cases like this. Before she go on to nearly 10 years now, police kill a woman in St. Thomas. And we know you're not more about it. And about 5 years ago, police kill a next woman in St. Thomas. Pregnant woman. 2 pregnant women get there in St. Thomas. That's supposed to steal their court. We know you're not more about it. I mean, there's so much of this going on in Jamaica. Government, politicians, parties come, parties go. Who get into what them call power, come out of power, next power come, and the thing is remain the same. And you think it's that it change, but the more them say change, the more it remain the same. So what is the people supposed to do? What is the people supposed to do in times like these? We see a situation in West Kingston there now, and it's terrible to say it. It's terrible to say it, you know, but we're going to say it anyway. A so-called criminal who get deported, get gone to America, they are prison now. I think him get 20 years. His presence in West Kingston was so effective that what we see going on right now couldn't go on when him dead there. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that a man who is supposed to be a criminal in a area, a big area like that, could have bring so much, a peace, we want to call it, we could say peace then. Could have bring so much peace to a community or a communities that children was not allowed to stay on the street after 8 o'clock. It's a criminal make that happen, you know. So-called criminal, you know. Because we must remember, say, him never have no criminal record in Jamaica. How is that possible? How is that possible? That a man who so, people love him, people hate him, people scared of him, but Tivoli Garden was a place where you could have, it's unbelievable, Rasta. I know you have police down there, you have soldier down there, you have this down there, and the crime escalate. Tell me can't play down so again. Me want to play down there, but me feel say me don't mind going down there. But me know some people when now go want to go down there, even don't say, boy, Muta, me love you, but me not come down there, you know. You know, see it? So we ease up that now because we are saying we don't want to endanger nobody and make nobody fear. You go a party, you don't want to fear, say, you drive home and a man block the road and shoot you. That can't happen anyway, but prevent is better than to cure. It's better it happened to you up there, so, and you never plan it, then you go plan for something down there, so and it happened to you. And you don't have 10% for help you. You understand? 10% that will help you. And the man who used to keep the law intact, him not dead, him gone to prison. And yes, him turn Christian now. I must go check Vibes Cartel, you know. Yeah, because maybe I wonder if they have church in a prison.
Yes, man.
Because you say Vegas turn Christian, you know. Vegas turn Christian?
So they
You know, some say a big posters in a Houston with him on it. Coming. Vegas. Me I say, me say to the people, you know, say Vegas turn Christian. Them say, no, he's supposed to appear here. Me say Vegas turn Christian. Them I keep Candlelight Village, Candlelight, Vigil Downtown. You understand? Me I say, okay, Vegas turn Christian. Them I turn Vigil Downtown. And me see him on big posters in a Houston this weekend, yeah, for sure. We're supposed to go on. Anyway, I guess I'm good at say, at the time last year, we're going to do, because I have to get the money for buy candle. Let me say I'm going to have to buy candle with the money, so I can't give up them show there. You understand? It's a thing, you know. It's a thing. May I tell you, all right, make you see where I go on here, so now. You know, so you can't write. You can't write, you know. How will you should write that, so read that for me, not do. You see, you can't read it neither.
May I tell you what it is?
All right, go on.
It's a big up Tawanda Jackie Kingston office.
Big up Tawanda Jackie. Tawanda. I'm a little afraid, you know. But you see, though, hey, it's a sacrilege that's the way you write for your name that way there, you know. You commit a grievous sin. You see, you can't read it neither.
May I tell you what it is?
All right, go on.
It's a big up Tawanda Jackie Kingston office.
Big up Tawanda Jackie. Tawanda. I'm a little afraid, you know. But you see, though, hey, it's a sacrilege that's the way you write for your name that way there, you know. You see, you can't read it neither.
May I tell you what it is?
All right, go on.
It's a big up Tawanda Jackie Kingston office.
Big up Tawanda Jackie. Tawanda. I'm a little afraid, you know. But you see, though, hey, it's a sacrilege that's the way you write for your name that way. You see, you can't read it neither.
May I tell you what it is?
All right, go on.
It's a big up Tawanda Jackie Kingston office.
Big up Tawanda Jackie. Tawanda. I'm a little afraid, you know. But you see, though, hey, it's a sacrilege that's the way you write for your name that way there, you know. Tawanda.
Income generation for those seeking a way to support themselves and their children. A full-time trained social worker is on hand to help reintegrate the returnees and help them find a stable and secure platform to live on.
Myself from a print, including ear, nail, glue, polish, chicken back, and clothing, slippers. And I support my community in a very special way. In the future, I want to expand my business into wholesale, and I can sell to smaller shops around in my community, and the people to work with me.
Portland Rehab Center is located in beautiful Port Antonio, and Open Heart Charitable Mission can be found on the outskirts of Montego Bay. Both facilities are along with a range of support services designed to reintegrate individuals safely into the community. If you don't have a birth certificate, the Registrar General's Department should... The process is very simple. First, you will need to speak to the information agent to get a number. Next, you'll have to wait until your number is called, at which point a customer service information, and you will verify the information and sign the document. The cashier will be your last stop at the RGD. At this point, you'll get a receipt to collect your birth. The next step, your TRN. In applying for your TRN, you will have to bring along with you your birth certificate in addition to 2 passport pictures signed and stamped by a Justice of the Peace office. You'll be given a number and an application form to fill out while you wait. When your number is called, a representative will then begin the process of getting your... All the TRN and birth certificate application process can be carried out in regional centers throughout the island. Finding employment in Jamaica, like anywhere else, can have its challenges. Organizations ready to assist our returnees with job searches or advice on starting their own businesses. There are also opportunities to complete skills training programs free of cost with the registered organizations. These aim to equip deported persons with vocational and literacy skills necessary to seek employment or start a business in Jamaica.
I came back in 2000, different things to find work and find a living that will, sustain myself. I got a chance to go to Hart. That has been a tremendous blessing. I got some much back that up with some CXC subject, which I'm still pursuing right now. A game that I've invented, and the experience at Hart gave me the opportunity to design the board. I was learning, able to design the board exactly as how I was envisioning it.
What we wanted to do was to get a return from England to structure a program for American society. We had intense discussions among the deported men and women, helping to come to terms with trying to redefine themselves and then to talk about where is it that they want to go from here. They're not interested in going back to England. What they wanted more than anything else was a chance to structure their lives in their home country, which is Jamaica. I can think of a young man who now runs his own courier business. He does courier around town.
When I came back to Jamaica, I was shocked for 2 days because of the whole procedure, and I think going through the whole, and even by the airport. So what, friends, family, that stigma is still, the best if you can just try and overcome it. Out there, because I didn't want to sit down, I heard lots of experiences. So gotta try to get a job to try to take care of myself. And from one thing to another, as I said, I started some cab service for a minute. I also was working on the bus system, and from there to the postal service, where I started the service, which is Quick Runner, and by there I got my first bike through the credit union, where I've had some income. That's why I invested some money in the credit union and by work, and also that's when I started to expand, where I had to employ workers. And it's a team of 4 of us because I employ 3 persons, other persons.
Bam! Thought-provoking, always smoking, lyrics like bazooka. You are listening.
Yeah, this is the stepping right. Listening to that documentary there, I feel like I want to get deported. I want to turn a deportee. Can you be a deportee and don't get the Jamaica and be a deportee? No, because listen to that thing there, Believe you me, a deportee, you know what I'm saying? You can go get them not tell about how much money you have to go get, If you have number, you have to go get birth certificate, this and that. And they're going to put you up to, put you in a house, and 3 meals a day. So we, when, then all the prisoner them, Jamaican prisoner them in England, say they would have preferred spend them time because the conditions are here. So now, if that was all a donkey, that's what I'm telling you, they make you hear with them why you hear, and say really and truly with me not talk about Brian as far the amount of deportee with me we dip on the road. And the amount of deportee when me know when I have no work, the amount of deportee we turn back. When I say turn back, I mean say them use them experience of criminality and put it in a Jamaica. I mean I say have deport because I know deportee which become very entrepreneurship-ish. You understand? But how that a sound to me, I know. I don't have a Jamaica they matter about. No, really and truly, that's far I go on with 3 meals a day, and you can go and get this and get that and all these things. And I say, wow, I want to be a deportee. Yes, believe you me. Everyone, he's the president of the National Organization of Deported Migrants. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, Muta.
Why, I hear say you're busy, man.
I
hear that you're a very busy man.
I'm being busy, man.
Yeah, I hear that you have been busy.
Well, when you're busy, when them say you keep yourself out of trouble.
Okay, all right. So you are one of the deportees who has transformed his life? Deportees.
Well, I mean, I know in terms of, in terms of the language, in terms of transform, thing, as such, but as you, thing, they know they have to come a point in time, and you just have to do what needs to be done, and that is what it is. And what I mean by that in terms of coming home and seeing certain things that needs to get done.
Yes.
And just get them thing done.
What first inspired you to start? Is you start the organization or you're part of the organization that you are no president of?
One of the thing that they found. I don't know if you remember, it was the same organization out at the University of the West Indies professor from that thing one or two times.
Yeah.
It is the same organization.
Me remember, man. Me remember. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Oh, so you, yes. All right. Yeah, me remember, man. We did it in a little classroom. Whether you the Masanto, Mafis, what a group. Anyway. All right. So, make I ask you something now. What is the function of the National Organization of Deported Migrants?
Before we go into the function, first of all the person we call the secretary of persons who have been deported. So you could say the person who have been there, so to speak. In terms of the function, it's just to assist thing that time past there was this great stigma where deportation was concerned, and when individuals such as myself came home on our mission was to change stigma at one quote unquote, and not as the media thing them also for them thing was that was deportees was coming to Jamaica and criminalize thing that Jamaica. Research from Professor Bernard Edley and others not thing that so the majority of deportees that come down here are not involved or re-involved in thing that crime. So our mission is to assist persons reintegrate, as the word is used, by assisting persons to get them documentation or re-documented, birth certificates, TRN. Persons come back and them have them personal belongings and they fall not returning residencies for more than 3 years. And for sure them how to navigate, Jamaican system can be quite, complicated.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
The deportation of this group, well, we know that. I don't know if everyone was Jamaica know that. It's not a plain land there?
Mm-hmm. Yes, no, not a plain land there, but I'm talking about process persons.
Oh, yeah, them process people every week there, every month?
Every last Thursday of the month, a flight comes down from the US. That is where the persons are processed at and back. They used to do it at Central.
Yeah.
They move it from Central.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you a question. You find a lot of deportees who born in America or England for that matter?
No. And as you think that would have if you're born up there, they cannot actually deport you unless they're in charge of something.
All right. Sorry, I didn't ask the question.
Right.
You find that a lot of Jamaicans have children up there. Mm-hmm. And don't file for them as Americans, but still have them Jamaican status inside it, so where them will be there and then become almost like illegal aliens because them is not American, them don't have a Jamaican passport, but them parents is Jamaican and them born up there, and them run amok of the law. And them send them go back to Jamaica. You find that there's a lot of ones like that in the...
I cannot find one person who was actually born up there to Jamaican thing. The majority of persons went up. Let's talk about the different countries. Majority of persons that went up the UK, right? A persons who have been born here in Jamaica. Yes, there are cases where a person went up there as what them say quote unquote toddler, teenagers, or thing whatever. But the majority of persons don't go up to those countries as toddlers or quote unquote teenagers. Muta. But this is the thing where, as myself, a sentimental purposes. Majority of persons go to those countries, I would say, maybe early, mid 20s. But
me have relatives, all right, me have relatives will go up there when them like toddler
Right.
And get deported. Me talk about personal relative.
Yes,
them.
and that is true. Yeah, that is true, but it's not the majority. It's not.
No, we're not talking the majority. We're not talking the majority. We are talking about a case like that.
Right.
Is it handled different when the government talking to the next government saying, look here now, this is youth that come in America or England when I'm a 2-year-old. Him are now 25-year-old.
No, I don't think from government to government it is handled any different way. What I think is let's just use an example. All right, I went up there as a toddler. I get into whatever kind of thing. Trouble. Let's just say the U.S. government, ICE, whatever, they will go through whatever proceedings they will go through. I don't think they bring this to the Jamaican authorities.
No, them just deport them.
Right. They just deport or I think they remove you because I don't even think them have to bring this to, the Jamaican.
So you think the government of Jamaica should accept that youth?
Yes, I believe. Let's let's put the sentiment aside for a minute. Move and talk about legalistically, right?
Yeah.
Legally, me go up there as a toddler.
4-year-old. 2-year-old. No, not teenager. Wait a while, not teenager.
Talk about the toddler.
A toddler. Between 1 and 5 years old.
All right, I go up there between 1 and 5 years old. Go up there with my mother, father, auntie, or brother, whatever, and I run into whatever kind. And it also depends on what it is that I...
No, wait, you go too fast. You go too fast. You go up there as a toddler. Say you're 3-year-old.
Right.
And you become 25-year-old.
Right.
All right. While you're 25-year-old now, them find you with some drugs. And them decide they're going to send you back to Jamaica.
Yes.
Oh, you see that?
Well, here's how I see it, Muta. I think there should be some consideration in those cases.
Okay.
For example, we have my mother.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we have a father. Thing up there. We have a brother. Our thing. Sisters. But the problem that I have, even as a person who have been deported, is that some person just gets sentimental and say, well, the person go up there from them a toddler, you understand, and they must send them home. If we're going to have a discussion, let's have a reasoned discussion and look on the thing overall. Let's look on it legally.
Yeah.
Human rights. Let's look on
so you have a human rights part in this, in the thing where a youth don't know nothing about Jamaica. All him know is the American way of life, and him find out for himself a foul of the law. And then now, is there a human right to say, why should he be sent back to a country where he don't know? Why should he be sent back to a country?
They have things within them, not necessarily sent back to a country where you don't know, but they have something in terms of breaking up families. Thing that the person have not been in other country for X amount thing they are here. But as I said, these are not discussions that have been in a reasoned way.
So why them not have it? Why them not have it? Why them not have the reason? Like your organization.
Well, our organization have been having it. We're talking about from a government perspective.
But I just mentioned to your government, and you say that is not something where you think.
Right, exactly. No, we have been having that from our organization, because as I say, all of the officers of our organization are persons who have been deported, so it's not like a bunch of individuals who don't care about these issues and have to send them
so who you have the argument with? Who you have the conversation with?
Well, we have had it with agencies, person of the ministry.
Government agencies. And what is the response? What is the response to that?
They are, well, for lack of a better word, I would say, they sympathize thing there with the discussion. But as you know, for the most part, a lot of us, I'm talking from the Jamaican perspective, it's just when certain things happen, like the flight yesterday. It's not unique.
No, wait, no, brethren. No, come outside, man. It's not like you want outside the thing, so now. May I say to you, you have conversation. The scenario when me just bring up a while ago about the toddler, right? And the toddler grow to be 25-year-old, and then the 25-year-old start to do certain things. Him don't know not about Jamaica. His mindset was not created in Jamaica. His mindset was created based upon the environment where he grew up in for 20 odd years. But when him do something, them going to put this in him back to Jamaica. Now, my conversation is about how do we deal with this? Should the child be sent back to Jamaica because he was from Jamaica or should it be taken into consideration that the mindset was created in the country that sent him back? And how you going to deal with this child?
Right. Well, as I was saying, thing there, and moving along the same, using the example with your thing there, yes, there should be consideration that this person was up to the US from him was 3 or 4 thing a year, but it cannot end here.
Yeah. So what happens when you talk to them? The only thing you get from them is that them sympathize with it.
Yes.
So there's so the government not doing nothing in relationship to your bringing this to them attention. You don't see nothing come out of where you talk about to them.
Well, just the fact that we're having this thing, a discussion I'm talking about with me and you and other media thing, personnel, I think this is something that needs to be discussed in this thing, sense, put on the table from government.
Yeah, but you just say you just say bring it to the government already, you know.
Yeah.
And me I say to you now.
But it's something that them know.
The government, but right. there must be some action taken to quicken the process by which the government of Jamaica start to speak to the ministries in America and England about this situation when we just bring up. Yeah, about this situation when we bring up. It can't be just we talk to them and them show sympathy, but that's really. No.
Yeah, but as you know, motor lobbying is also part of this. So where are the families of those persons? Where are they?
Maybe them. But this is one of the organization president when I talk to.
And I just say one.
So how much organization you have there? How much organization you have to deal with immigrants, with migrants?
Well, there are a number, and keep in mind it also falls under migration, not just deportation or removal. What about returning residents? What about the diaspora?
But when I did come at the meeting, when I did come up there for university, it seemed to me as a very progressive group at once. As you remind me now, I remember, it seemed to be very progressive. But there's certain aspect that I feel is very integral to even we're going here so now. That we need to really take into consideration, because we understand a man up there and him commit criminal activities and him him overstay him time and him have if we come back. But me I deal with now a little youth. We grew up 25 years.
Yeah, Bernard Edley, the same professor who had invited you up there. He has been writing about this issue from an academic perspective also. So it's not that it has not been thing about, as you noted, and I was saying, you know, Jamaica as a representative, they have to get involved in these in a discussion. We won't necessarily be aware of them, but we will see the result of these in a discussion, because I don't expect them to come here and say, well, you know, we're in a discussion with the US or UK about persons.
But you can make sure that you know if them in the discussion. You can make sure of that.
Right.
Since you represent that group of people. But tell me something now. In the 40 we come back as now. And you must know that now. Any of them in there fit into the category we may talk about?
I would want to believe persons fit into that category without knowing, so, well, you know, a brother come back near Muta from him, one. I would want to believe that within such a
them not single them out yet, like you did there for murder, you did there for drugs. Them not do that yet.
Yeah, it wouldn't be single.
But them are going to do it though.
I would want to believe
criminals versus...
And then keep in mind in a motor, there are persons who have appeal pending who will be able to appeal them cases from here, which is difficult, yes, but there are persons who are still appealing their case. And this is something I would like to bring to your attention.
Yeah, me know, me have somewhere appeal from England too, we never reach.
Right, all right, cool.
Yeah, we know about that, man. We know about that.
All right. Exactly.
We also know that the government gets some money too.
Well,
you don't know about
they
that.
would have got in fund, but the thing is, what do they get the funds for, whether for security?
All right, you tell me where them get the funds from. Since you're the inside man, you tell me where them get the funds from.
No, well, I don't. I don't know what
you're the inside man.
But I will tell you that there have been people banding it around, and I'll be frank.
No, me not band it, nothing around. I say.
No, not you, no, not.
But you know, them get money. Them get money, right?
Yes, they would have.
So all right, in your estimation,
months to deport the person.
All right, as an inside man, really, as an inside man, where you think?
I'm not.
You're the inside man. You're the inside man. All right, all right. What you think them get the money for?
All right, put it like this: there are persons who are going to be needed to be monitored because we have to deal with security. You know, you understand? We know the police force. You know, how they have been viewed and why they have been viewed a certain purpose. They have to process first. They have to monitor certain
so me ask you a question. Stick up in. So you tell me say all of the deportee we me know is being monitored by the government of Jamaica based upon finance that was given to them by the government.
I'm not knowing, but let's just say me go to them out and me come back, right? As a person who was involved in a criminal activity, even to think that here at Jamaica, and I come back, they would want to monitor thing that me, and I couldn't have an issue with them doing that.
No, I never said no. What I say, me know some serious drugs, man.
Yeah,
we're up on the road right now in a Kingston. You tell me say the government have monitor them people there?
I don't know, but if I was the government, I would do that.
Yeah, the government now monitor them, man. The money where them get. That's why I just tell you about how politicians get money and do certain things, you know. Because I know say them get money to do certain things, but the money that them get to do certain things not reaching certain people that it's supposed to help in all sphere of government. All sphere of government. Them get money, but the money don't trickle down to the people them who the money was sent to deal with. So even if the England gave the government of Jamaica money, you can't tell me, say, them youth, they were me no, me not ask nobody, say them are deportee. Some of them are clean windshield glass, some of them still live on coke, sit down in the street at night time in a New Kingston and all them. Say, you can't tell me, say, them youth, they get monitored and not get help. Can't. And enough of them too, and 100, 200, a whole heap of them.
Well, I'm not saying, as me said to you, I'm not saying them getting money, and I would agree with you that assistance should be provided in terms of housing, skills training for those who need it, those who may be jobs, you know, counseling.
Them not get it, Bridget. Them not get it. Maybe you need anyway. You want to we have to move a door.
All right, no problem. But I'm saying we need to touch.
Invite me our next meeting. Invite me our next meeting.
Yes, right. Yes.
Invite me at next meeting. I must about 4 years now. Invite me at the meeting.
All right.
Because when I say no,
Professor Headley, man.
You see the problem with it that me see too much deportee on the road when me are here. We just listen. We just listen. Wait name there a while ago. A documentary. But when them are do for this and when them are do for that, it's all good and well that you make them documentary to make it feel like say, oh, you're a deportee when you come back is heavenly you come back to. Yes, me know enough. Me not talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, me not talk about enough deportee where they're on the streets at Kingston right now. Where there's no way you can't tell me say them a get help and the government get money for help them. The government get money for help them. Give thanks, Bridget.
And as I said, you know, again, Muta just to close on this.
Close quick.
All right. We as individuals, me and you and others, we need to get on our job lobbying and also put persons and to the foot to the fire. But we'll talk.
Yeah, all right, Bridget. Give thanks, yeah?
All right.
Yes. Step in, razor.
Here's a total, Miss Lawrence.
Wow. This is all?
Yes. NHF has increased the amount it pays for medication for children with NHF cards.
You serious? This is good.
That's right. Effective September 1, the National Health Fund doubled the amount it pays on pharmaceuticals for NHF card holders 18 years and under. To get more information, call the NHF at 906-1106. NHF, your health is your responsibility.
The Zika virus can be passed from a pregnant woman to her unborn child during pregnancy or at delivery. This increases the risk of birth defects associated with Zika, such as microcephaly. Pregnant women need to be extra cautious and avoid being bitten by mosquitoes by using repellent with DEET, mesh covering on doors and windows, wearing light long-sleeve clothing, and destroying mosquito breeding sites in your homes, schools, churches, and workplaces. Remember, individual action is key. Let's fight, ZigV.
Hey, you memories I had with my father was the year 2001 at the Sierra Nevada World Music Festival when he introduced me on stage. And I quote, "Ladies and gentlemen, my son, Sultan Ali."
Sultan Ali is the first child for his mother, Blossom Campbell. Veteran broadcaster and radio presenter Bob Clark shares memories of Prince Buster.
Prince Buster, Suffer Campbell, and he died this morning. He was in a coma for a while, and you understand, he was out of it and was subjected to a wheelchair, and that was the last thing we heard in terms of his recuperation. He was in a wheelchair. Buster spanned the entire spectrum of Jamaican music, because he was there when it first started. And he did just about everything in the business, from moving sound system box to DJ to producing other artists, to producing himself, produced one of the big metals, hit Dog War, Buster was a very, very prominent member of the music fraternity in Jamaica. Yes, so
Michael Barnett, promoter of StarTime Vintage Concert Series, remembers the icon.
He is actually one of the most important figures in the history of Jamaican music, along with Clement Dodd and Duke Reid. He was founder, owner of the Voice of the People sound system, and those were the days when, before records were made in Jamaica. And Duke Reid and Coxsone used to play a lot of American music that they got from the States. And Prince Buster, with his Voice of the People system, decided to play strictly Jamaican music. He wanted to promote Jamaican music. And so his Voice of the People sound system played strictly Jamaican music. And this is what led Coxsone and Duke Reid to open their own studios and produce their own Jamaican music to rival Prince Buster. He produced over close to 1,000 records, songs, ska, rocksteady, and early reggae. And that catalog that he has helped to influence and shape the early course of Jamaican music. He produced songs with almost every ska artist you can think of. Still have fond memories of spending time with him down on Orange Street, where he was born and where he promoted right through his years, his life. He promoted Orange Street as the mecca of Jamaican music. He owned his own record shop, Prince Buster's record shop, on Orange Street.
Also, Copeland Forbes remembered the pioneer musician.
Prince Buster, someone I've known from way back in the 60s, and some people didn't know that he was a boxer. He was the first Jamaican to box inside the National Stadium when he knocked out this American guy for the crown. He was a very innovative person. He was even a bodyguard for Coxsone in the early days too, so there's so much things about him, but one thing I'll always remember about him is that whenever any artist come to collect any royalties from him, he always tried to put them through a little scenario. So once Aiken came to get his royalty, and he said he have to box 2 rounds with him, and he didn't know that Laurel Aiken was a boxer, and Laurel Aiken knocked him out, and he said, "Why didn't you tell me that you know about boxing?" And say, "You didn't ask me." So he's a very exciting person. He's gonna sadly miss. He was like the storyteller in the business. He would take it from A, B, C, D, E, F, G right down and put it in line. And one song I always remember is Wash Wash, which was a song from in the 60s that he just was riding the charts with. And the combination and the duo between him and Derek Morgan, which was a musical combination and a musical fatal, which is what we need back in the business again, and not with hostility. He was sadly missed, and Mr. Cecil Campbell, as we know him, his real name, Prince Buster, may your soul rest in peace.
Meanwhile, tributes continue to pour in on social media for the legendary ska and rocksteady icon Prince Buster. BBC's David Rodigan tweeted, "It is with great sadness that I have just learned of the death of Jamaica's music icon and pioneer Prince Buster, a true music legend." And the Jamaica Development Commission, JCDC, shares Buster's flyaway, noting that it was not only musical talent but Buster's boxing ability as well that paved the way for Jamaican ska music. Neville Staple, the original rude boy Boy of the two-tone ska band shared Prince Buster's music with caption, "Rest in peace and thanks for the inspiration." Deputy leader of the British Labour Party tweeted, "The years go by as quickly as you wink," while sharing the popular Prince Buster song, "Enjoy Yourself." International media, the BBC, Pitchfork, and the English Beat have since posted visual, musical, and written tributes lauding Prince Buster as a pioneer, legend, and icon. Peter Mason, writing in the UK Guardian, noted that it was his boxing ability as much as musical talent that helped Prince Buster become a key figure in the birth of Jamaican ska music. The Guardian also noted that during the mid-1950s, Buster sang in a number of small-time bands in Kingston, but he also had a promising career as a street fighting boxer, and it was his reputation as a quick-witted and assertive gang leader that brought him to the attention of legendary Clement Coxsone Dodd, operator of the famous Downbeat sound system that traveled the country playing the latest dance records from the United States. Prince Buster is also the first Jamaican artist to have a top 20 hit in the UK. IRFM expresses condolences to the family, friends, and fans of veteran singer, songwriter, and producer Prince Buster. Celeb celebrating their...
Okay. This is the Stepping Razor, the art war. Now, we just see a news where the FBI will be opening offices in Jamaica. Did the people ever say? The FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation out of America, will be opening offices in Jamaica. Okay, so if the FBI are opening an office in your country, you know, something is going on that you don't know about. Seriously, something is happening where you don't know about. And you're not going to know about it. The FBI is opening offices in Little Jamaica after so much years. After independence. The FBI is opening offices in Jamaica. This is the Stepping Razor. You know, I love to be corrected by young people, correcting about some old things. It's wonderful. I love to be corrected by young people. So I don't know why I was saying it, but I was saying it. I was saying that Sunday is the beginning of the new year in Ethiopia, which is Mascaram. And it was also the 15th year since the Twin Towers got down. And I erroneously says it was also Peter Tash's birthday. But I was corrected. And I stand to the correction that he was born in October and died in September. And the same day that the Twin Tower them come down, and on the same day that is recognized as the birthday of the first day of the new year, Mascaram, the first month in Ethiopia. For those of you who don't know, Ethiopia have 13 months. 13 months. Them go by lunar calendar. Sometimes, because them have two calendars in Ethiopia. The Gregorian calendar and the Julian calendar. The Gregorian calendar and the Julian calendar. We use the Gregorian calendar. So Mascaram is what they call September, the first month. The first new moon is the first of the new year. And you know, it is 7 years difference. There's a 7 years difference in Ethiopia. We want to know that. And it is the day when Peter Tash died. So we continue. As we say, this death here trump everything that was possible on the cutting edge. Stepping razor. See them going on the cutting edge to right. So we want to go over it up. We raise that function. Go on, go over Rasta. No, here we know. You see this Prince Buster that everything get turned around. I mean, we do what we're supposed to do still, you know, because we really get through a whole heap of the things them where we didn't really plan. But musically, if a man is still going to wait for hear all the music all the day, you know, we don't play some music already where in between this thing, but a straight Prince Buster, you know, all we are going, you know, a 5:45 we are come up on the year, we are take some calls still, you know, but musically, a straight Prince Buster. Yes.
Where is the Muta?
What may I say?
Yeah.
Stepping razor. Oh, you the one?
Well, thank God we're still about.
All right, sir.
Yeah, sorry for the death of Prince Buster, man.
Yes, it's really a loss. You know, say, you call the wrong time, though, because of the cash pot thing I go on here right now.
Yeah, man. Can't do it to his family, man.
All right, sir. Give thanks. Yeah?
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah, listen up. Top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, cash pot, drive time draws up next.
Big man thing.
Yeah, that was the drive time, 5 o'clock, top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, and cash pot draws. Congratulations to all of today's winners. Tune in late at 8:25 for another chance to win in top draw dollars. Pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, lucky 5, and cash pot draws.
Big man thing. Are you really cook every Sunday?
Yes. The kids say my cooking tastes better than wife, you know. And it's only Kendall coconut milk good enough for my rice and peas.
Kendall Vegetable Island coconut milk. That's your secret.
The time by Kendall is...
Yeah, the time is 4 minutes past 5 o'clock. Yes, yeah. Come in to my parlor, say the spider to the fly. Okay. What? All right. Make go again. Yeah.
Yeah, Muta, heal up.
Yeah, blessed man.
All right, we have some information for you, Muta. Very important about the Porty and America system, and we are going with the Jamaican them up there. We live up there for 43 years. I'm there now for 2 years. Illegal deportation, the whole 9 yards. Then come on the way.
Hold on. You're there in America for 40 years.
Yeah.
And you just get deported 2 years ago. Where them deport you for?
Them say them deport me for a fraud case. That's what Jamaica tell me. Never charged with fraud in my life.
Okay, all right. So like Marcus Garvey, man.
Well, that's what them kind of look at me as, you know, because me up there alone released back more than 10 Jamaicans in the streets. Them all lock me away from the rest of the population with the immigrant them, and I try to poison me.
So your family up there now?
My entire family live up there since the 60s and the early 70s. And I have 5 children who live
up there.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So where you now? You say you're going to tell me now where I'm going?
Well, the more I tell you where I'm going is that in America, it's a money thing. It's a system of money with the immigrant them. Get out the old one them and bring in the new slaves them. Right? You have some Jamaican man up there, we all in them 70s, and them lock them up in them jails and so them try to deport them. Some of them have had cancer, whereas if you have any kind of serious diseases like that or ailment, you cannot be deported. But it's a money thing, whereas them rent out certain jails, not detention center, certain section of the jails, and then pack up the whole of them in night. You understand? Some of them are asleep on the floor, and you're lucky if you get a good meal in the day.
Like which prison, sir? In which state?
All right, you have a jail named Monmouth County in Jersey. You have a next one named Hudson County Jail. All right, them kind of jail there. A jail with them rent out.
And you have prisoners in the jail them for how much years? How much years them see the prisoner in the jail for?
2 years.
Okay.
It got down to 2 years after a while.
Yeah.
A 2 plane used to come from up there, to Jamaica, One of the first of the month, and the next one of the last Thursday of the month.
And that the bridge you just mentioned a while ago?
No, he mentioned one of them.
Okay.
The one will come down on Thursday, the last Thursday of the month. There was 2 planes will come down every month from 9/11 happen. Them start this Exodus thing. And it's turning a big money thing. What go on is that you see the guard them are working at the jail. Them get overtime if you watch the people them where them are trying to deport. The judge them get extra money and all of them things for the same thing. First of all, when them pick you up and you go court, you don't get an attorney, You have to fight it in your own self if you don't have the money to get an attorney. You understand? Now, by the people them don't even know an immigration case and where it is, them go in a court and them get railroaded by the judge and the government. You understand? Them make a deal with Jamaican government. The whole of them get money for this, you know. And the Jamaican government, them big in this.
Well, that's what I say a while ago. So the government of Jamaica get money for it and I talk about them and do this. Upon the documentary them talk about and this is what they're doing and this is what they're doing.
No, man, them not be a lie them tell because you see every...
No, not them, no, wait, hold on. You can't just say them not do nothing blanketly, so some of them are get help, Regine. Because, yeah, man, wait, no, man. The youth just called me a while ago. Them have an organization, and them was deported, you know. And now them find themselves in a certain position where them have job and all them something there, and that was because them did get help certain way. My contention is that you have a whole heap of youth like you who did they up there so long with your family up there and them thing. They like little more if you're a picnic go do something wrong, them guys send your picnic come back long at all.
No, man, my picnic them born up them.
Oh, them are American.
I got my dad from me at 12.
Oh, okay, all right. Sorry, sir, sorry.
You say a whole heap of the youth them are up there in them jails. Yeah. Some of them they're from them are 2, 4 year old, a whole heap of them.
And them may talk about. And them may
talk to him say him only know a few of them. There's a whole heap of them.
Yeah, well, him know the one them are down here, but him don't know the one them are up there, especially in America.
Yeah, because him not got through the jail them up them. I got through all of them. Because them couldn't keep me on a one jail, Muta, because...
No, like a jail or prison you talk about?
Jail.
Okay.
Jail.
And you're there jail?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be in a jail when you're an immigrant away from deportation or fight deportation. Okay. You're supposed to be in a detention center.
Okay.
Now, them rent out them jail. Yeah. Because it's a money thing for the
franchise out.
Right. That's a guan, you understand? And the Jamaican government play a big part in that. Before every Jamaican get deported, is the Jamaican government have to send a travel document in order for you to leave that country.
Yeah, to verify so he's really a Jamaican for sure.
Yeah, and them have the option of saying, well, I'm not sending you, I'm sending them a document to receive you.
Yeah.
So after 6 months of being in there, what them do is, them release you after the 6 months. Because the Jamaican government don't want you. You see, sick people were there, they will call the consulate at Jamaica, and the consulate hang up on him because he's sick. The consulate don't want him here. Now the money thing now come in when the regular people them, when them try to deport, the consulate don't really do no kind of investigation. They will ask the two things. The consulate tell me if I write him a letter, you know. I write them a letter when them see how long they up there. Write them a letter. The consulate not get it to them, but why? Because the jail take the letter and tear it up. Them things that them go on.
Oh, you know them take it and oh, you know
because I send documentation to all my mother.
So oh, you know them tear it up.
No, outside.
No, me never say never. Oh, you know them tear it up. That me ask.
Because them look for me as somebody will always help them. You see that everything what you do in them jails there, you're under surveillance.
Yeah, and them tell them tear up the document.
Them now go tell you that this is something I prove to myself. You understand? I send documents to my mother for my file, for where I go on. I keep a record of everything and everybody when I help in there. The things, some of the documents them she don't get. And certain things them send out for people for help them with them case.
Them not get it.
Them not get it because.
But oh, you know to them tear it up. Oh, you know to them put it on file 13 and wait for another thing.
Nah, man. In a Mammoth County, them have envelopes so them can open it. They have them kind of envelope there where them after you seal it, them open it and read and where you are sent out and them destroy it. You see, when you're an immigrant, you don't get. You don't have certain rights, you know. When them come wake up in the morning, them say, get up, niggers. We told you all about being in this country and stop coming here. I said them deal with them. You understand? Jamaicans, for instance, were under the thing where them call, when them say bail, Jamaicans don't get bail. This is the immigration department themselves tell me that, you know. So when them pick up a Jamaican, them not get no bail.
And to think
like the other immigrant them.
To think that you attack some things, you know, where people hear Trump say and I come down on Trump and it done institutionalized already in America.
Yeah, man.
It's like Trump about some of them secret.
Yeah, well, you see, Trump try to get a position, you know.
No, I know, but
it's no different from the rest.
The things them way must say, no, him is not no different to them is no different from him.
Yeah.
Because what happened now, the things them way must say. You are talk about it now, and at the same time, me hear Trump talk about where am I going to do and where am I going to do. And them are going like say them things they not going under Obama.
Yeah, man, Obama not care about this. Obama not care about this, you know. Obama have seen things set already, you know. This is a immigration thing where they might try to change around the system.
Yeah.
Whereas, me say people dead in all them sell up there, you know, Jamaican, you know. All man, you know, them you know, walk with stick. Dead, you know. And them carry him out and see them when we inquire warm to the man, them say them carry him go to hospital and them release him after hospital with nothing go so we contact him family, numbers for contact him family. People are dead, people are locked up. Like so for instance,
and the government don't know about them.
The government know about them, don't care, it's a big secret. So
Yeah, like you to get old in the Emirates there. When them charge him and arrest him and them say, why the government try make some effort to the government and them not get no effort. So I believe what you say. I believe what you say. Yeah.
But they down here, there's one time when we get transported from one jail to the next one and them usually cuff we our foot and we hand like slaves. While the citizens them were charged with murder, them go to court with one handcuff, and when them reach in the courtroom, the handcuff come off of them. We have to stand up in front of immigration judge.
That's what Jamaicans they attack.
Jamaican and other
Caribbean island, yeah.
Yeah, mainly the Caribbean islands.
Yeah.
Handcuff. Now the van we are traveling almost have 2 accidents. You understand? People get hurt. They refuse to carry go to the hospital after that. One of the youth them, a Colombian youth to the dip on the van with me. You'd have to write a letter for him because him couldn't write English, him couldn't talk a word of English. Them put him on a top bed for sleep. Now the man him come down because him hurt himself in the near miss. Him broke him foot. And I saw them release him out of immigration. Him did seek political asylum. There's a whole heap of them up there. Through all that you have some Jamaicans with there. Where say them gear and them not gear because them can't seek asylum them way there.
Oh yeah.
You understand? It's a mix-up system going up there.
Gear rights trump other human rights right now.
Hello?
No, I say gear rights more respected now than the normal human rights.
Yeah man, because this gear thing is really pushed by white people, you know, the supremacy.
Well, you know, them trying to make America white again.
Well, it never did change, you know. It was always been like that from them kill the Indians. They have
when we say make white again, I mean say too much niggers and speaks inside America now. So them have to really make sure say America stay white by doing what them do, you know, like where you say now. You know?
Well, them have a black president. It not changed. In fact, it get worse for the black people since the black president come in.
Yeah. Anyway,
you know, matter of them are changing.
Sorry if you have to lick your half, you know, but we have to move.
Alright, Muta.
We have to move. But give thanks to the call. Give thanks to the call, man, and it revealing. What you say revealing?
Yeah, man, we have a whole heap more to tell you, man, but we talk again. I said maybe one of them there we set up an interview.
Yeah, alright. Blessed, yeah?
Blessed, Muta.
Uniform, check. School fees paid, check.
Yeah, this is the stepping razor. Can we ask the Minister of National Security a question publicly? Pardon my ignorance, but from I have been living in Jamaica, I have heard of the FBI. I've heard of the CIA. I really would like to find out in my ignorance what is happening in Jamaica that it is now necessary for the Federal Bureau of Investigation to be opening an office in Jamaica. Because we know that these people don't just do things just like that. There is a cause. There's a reason why things are done. Them don't haphazardly just do things. I don't know if anybody can, I don't want to hear no conspiracy theory. And I don't want to hear no, because them is here for help we. Because maybe we need some help too. I mean, if you can't tell, we say it's because of the big crime in Jamaica and the scammers why them is coming here. And them need to get rid of the scammers once and for all. And the only way them can get rid of it is to have a base in Jamaica. Maybe that is it. But I would have really like know what is happening. Because the only thing I can say is that the only connection, criminal connection between Jamaica and America right now is scamming. And obviously the government is not capable enough to get rid of scamming. So maybe I would have to take the position and say, well, maybe it's really because them want to really get to the bottom of the scamming thing, why them are going to bring the FBI in Jamaica. But I'd really like to know, as a concerned citizen, that I can really say that this is why them coming here. Why is it in this time that the FBI is now setting up office in Jamaica? I don't want to talk to no paper. We have been trying to get them, the Ministry of National Security and the Foreign Office in Jamaica, with no avail, to only hear phone ringing, phone answer and all them things there. And them keep sending messages. Obviously, them know what them doing. Them sending messages on paper. And if I'm talking to the paper, I'm going to say things out loud that you don't like to hear I say. So, I just saw. Yes. El.
Blessed.
Blessed man.
Well, go on, Mutafara.
Stepping razor.
Yeah, we there, I know. Condolence go to Prince Buster and his family, you know. Because I don't know the thing going on.
Yeah, man. That's serious thing, man. Yeah, man.
Rasta, you know, you see it. But when me that check
wait, hold on, man. He's a Muslim, man. He's not a Rasta. He's a Muslim.
Yeah, but I think say I a Rasta, you know.
Oh, me think you say him a Rasta, Prince Buster.
Oh, for real, man. Yeah, but I that check upon King Joshua number, you know.
King Joshua number, me now just say no, call the operator and make sure get it. I think she say them save it out there.
Really, but me like the record they are put out still, you know.
Yeah, all right.
Continue and know say Rastafari still, you know.
Yeah, man, give thanks, brethren.
Highly.
Yes. Yes. So, a Prince Buster, you know. A Prince Buster, believe you me, everything get
Yes, Muta, blessed love.
We have Mr. Jimmy Cliff on the phone, yeah. May I tell you, what a sweet day. What a sweet day. Long time I don't hear from a brethren.
Yes, brethren. I have to call. I come in first night.
Yes.
And come in and I get the information that, you know,
Prince Buster,
one of the foundation man of Jamaican music, cross over to the other dimension.
Yeah.
So, as another foundation man, I have to call into your program and give my condolences to the family, and also give a bit of information that people might not know about Prince Buster. Okay. Can I hear somebody call in earlier and say, Prince Buster used to have tangles with man to give them royalties and that. No go so, we know royalties. That no go so. And that man Larry Leakin backs up. No go so, but Prince Buster and Larry Leakin
Copeland Farbs say that. Copeland Farbs on the program.
Yeah, the man must get them facts together before them try to look publicity. Right? That's enough facts. Bobby Aiken record say for Prince Buster. And them get na them little tangle and them never did not out or not like that. But him shape after Bobby and Bobby, you know, Bobby have good backside. So we hold on. Never know see your backside. You understand? This is ghetto psychology. You understand? You find out your man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But that is not really what I want to talk about. We just want to correct that. The thing about Prince Buster was a very, very, very creative man. So, you see, the first time them send Jamaican to represent Jamaica music abroad, it was myself, Prince Buster, Teddy Chalmers, and Monty Morris, plus some dancers that them choose. Now, to present this ska music and new fresh music to America, they had to have something to present. So them get together down at the studio they were called Tough Gang now above Bob Bite. At that time, it was belonging to Cooley and them.
Monday. So, they will practice while learn one dance of the dance is cap. And me and Buster stand up there. I watch them. And Buster just bust out one dance and 2 dance and 3 dance and 4 dance and everybody just follow. And that became the ska. The dance of the ska. Buster make that. Nobody don't know them things.
No, we never know that neither. A very interesting argument. Very interesting argument.
Yeah, that we are talking about the foundation of Jamaican music. It's only like probably one other foundation man left around here now, Derek Morgan. All the other foundation man, them gone. So, me intend to write a book still, but that since we're up on the radio with you and that, now for us impart these information to the people to make them know. And Prince Buster was a man who always have a big picture of His Majesty here in office, wherever he is. So to say Buster was a Muslim, okay, you can say what a man is and who a man is. You see the song we played earlier on? Prince Buster was, we say you get inspiration from him. Prince Buster was talking, say, I'm going to try you because you kill black people. Prince Buster was first and foremost a black African conscious man. All the other things, if you say Rasta, if you say Muslim, these are things that what you become. These are things, titles of what you become. Who you are by nature is a black African man. You can't change that.
Yeah,
you can't change from Muslim to Rasta to whatever. But you can't change that.
But Jimmy, you have to give credence to you say him say him is a Muslim. He was a black man.
He also say my Rasta, yeah.
No, but me talk about in him life, most of the time him project himself.
Yeah man,
as a Muslim.
but yeah, I chew that.
Yeah,
I chew that.
yeah.
That is a fact. But also people don't know say Prince Buster and Martin Planner, a man will talk all the while, you know.
Definitely.
And know.
Definitely.
Him them know Prince Buster is a man will know Rasta like you, like how you know Rasta.
Yeah. Yeah.
Him know it, them way there. Yeah. But him choose to say, okay, me a Muslim for whatever reason, see one reason. But the first and foremost important thing to know is that Prince Buster was an African-minded man.
Of course, of course.
Him right pan him car, black is best. All right?
Yeah,
so,
man.
My brethren.
Give thanks to hear from you.
Yes, sir.
Long time I don't hear from you. Give thanks to hear from you.
Yes, sir. Blessed love.
Give thanks. Yes. What a day, what a day, what a day. Jimmy Cliff shouting out to him brethren, Prince Buster. Yes, them man there from them time there. Undoubtedly. This is the step-in razor. Yes, we're in the last moment, yes.
Motor.
You're blessed.
Kennard Williamson, I talk to you. The first time I talked to you, I never have to spend so much time with General. The first time I talked to you was on the cutting. Alright, anyway, I'm not talking about that right now. I thought it like, wow, Motor, I have an idea of make me and you and a couple of these people in Jamaica a billionaire. And if may come together and bring forth this idea upon a table, it's going to be fabulous. I'm glad I'm not up on the radar right now. I'm not listening to me up on the radar right now, but I'm glad I'm not up on it.
All right, well, you want to know, call me next time privately and tell me about, no, don't tell me all you tell me about something privately. So I say, call me next time and we deal with it right now. We want to take a call, we want to talk on the radio.
Yes, Mujana.
All right, bless you.
I still have a next thing I have to tell us and I have to talk on the radio.
Yeah, talk now, quick.
All right, I'm going to give the idea about loaning credit. I'm going to give them the idea about loaning credit. Mutabaruka, my name is Kennard Williamson. Can call digital and tell to check up on it.
So you make millions off of them now then?
Yeah, all right. I'm going to get a dollar motor.
All right, so get a lawyer then, get a lawyer, all right?
Motor, no.
All right, you have to get a lawyer, yes. Okay, so you have to know, we want to give thanks to the moment, we want to heal up all the ones that were responsible today. May I tell you? We want to heal up Tony, we want to heal up Neil, we want to heal up Samantha, we want to heal up Vivine, we want to heal up Young, and Young we are calling him, and them time was a Young me call him. Mean young, the young. Understand? We want to heal up Tracy, and we want to heal up Brian. We want to heal up me hungry. You understand? And somebody say, me can't leave. I don't play wash. I don't know who says so. The program not done till you know, but in case you don't hear me again, I'm going to just play some Prince Buster. We want to hear up the sister of Prince Buster, we call all the way from the hospital in Florida. And the last part, we want you up Jimmy Cliff. We want you up the bridge, you know, we talk to about the deportee, the president of can't say if I have him name again. I did. What the paper them there? Okay. I want you to be daughter who them she called me and tell me say the court case till they want you up Oswald Dawkins, yeah, president of the National Organization of Deported Migrants. Wash them who emailed me and said, boy, I moved I said that Louis Bennett program last night where I play the Miss Lou views them. Trust me, should I do it every other week? No, we're not going to do it every other week, you know. They think we're not going to get me to do things with sound fool. We'll play the thing every other week. We're not going to do it.